All right, so good defensive performance against Baylor. When you guys reviewed the film, holding one of the nation's hottest offenses, 24 points under 400 yards. What were some of the things that kind of jumped away?
Well, I think number one, just the emphasis Coach Dillingham, Coach Ward had made about, number one, our effort, playing really hard, and number two, attacking the football. And I think that's really, really proud of our guys. The last 2 weeks, that's really starting to show up. You know what I mean? We're getting balls on the ground, and then you got to have the effort to get people there to recover them. So those are the two biggest things that we saw as a defensive staff.
And when you look at over the course of the first 4 games, where do you see the linebackers having made the most strides?
I definitely think in the run game. I think they're being more aggressive in the run game. They're understanding how to make our defensive tackles right, whether it's pulling double teams off, whether it's stacking those guys, trying to make them right, letting those guys hunt, doing all those things. I think our block destruction's gotten better. I think in space we played a little bit better, but there's still a lot of things that the group can improve on.
So obviously, the defense was playing strong for most of the game, while the offense was kind of, still finding its footing, and then ultimately came on at the end. In games like that, where maybe one side of the ball is doing well, the other's scuffling a little bit. Is there any other added pressure you find on your guys, just knowing hey, we got to be good, while the offense, ultimately, tries to figure itself out?
Not really, because you trust the guys over there, you trust the coaches, you trust the players, you trust the plan ultimately, and I've learned coaching long enough now that you start worrying about the other side of the ball, you're going to do something on your side of the ball to screw it up, right? So we just stay really focused. As a coach, we got those surfaces, so I'm not even seeing what's going on. I know I'll get home after the game. My wife's like, "Do you see this or that?" I'm like, "I didn't see any of that." So I think we've got a really mature group. I'm speaking for the linebackers, is just stay focused on what we're supposed to do and what our impact on the game needs to be, and trusting the people, whether it's on offense or special teams, whatever it is, to do their jobs.
What kind of impact do you think that win, overcoming adversity, kind of shades of 2024 in a lot of those games of just, kind of struggling a little bit, but ultimately finding a way, somehow to get a win?
Hey, man, wins on the road are hard, and they are hard to come by, especially you have a little adversity, man, but it's cool to see us just play complementary football at the right times. And when things got really hard, one side of the ball picked up the other. You know what I mean? So, you'll take a win any way you can get it, especially Baylor's a good football team. You talk about a talented offense with a quarterback, the running backs, the receivers. That was a very talented team. So, just overall, really proud of our guys and the effort they put forward.
And Crook and Keyshaun seems to be really just, the last couple of weeks especially, really finding out and breaking out. What are you seeing from those two guys, your starters, in terms of what impact they're having?
I think they're just being they've got a lot of confidence right now. They're playing really aggressive. They're playing really, really hard. You know what I mean? And again, they're trying to attack the football. Does that make sense? And it's not always perfect. It's never going to be. But when you guys playing that aggressive with that much confidence and that much effort, I think it bleeds into other people, and I think it shows up on tape. You know what I mean? And that's always what I'm looking for as a coach, is just their effort. The other stuff, we'll get that corrected.
Another dangerous offense coming in with TCU.
Yeah.
What jumps out to you about what makes them so dangerous, so effective so far?
I mean, they're just so balanced. You got Hoover, that's arguably one of the best quarterbacks in the country. And he's hot right now. I think he's completing 69% of his ball. Really, really, and he's a very confident young man. He can beat you with his legs as well as his arm. They got some dynamic receivers. Obviously, they got a stable of running backs that are explosive. And I'm not talking about 5 to 7 yard guys. They can hit home runs. Probably the best group of blocking and pass catching tight ends we've seen so far. And then they've got a really good veteran offensive line. A lot of times when you watch teams, you can go, okay, there's a weakness here, here's a weakness there. You don't watch these guys and see very many, if any, weaknesses. That means we've got to be on point again with our effort, our communication, you know what I mean? And we've got to play really aggressive and match and really overcome their intensity, if that makes sense.